In this unit, we're going to answer the question, what is a scramjet? We're going to do that by thinking about engines that breathe air. That is, engines that take in air from the atmosphere and use the oxygen in the air to burn the fuel they're carrying. So, what is a scramjet? Well, a scramjet is a supersonic combustion ramjet. Now that may not exactly help much. So the next question you may ask is, what is a ramjet? And in order to answer that question, what we need to do is to take a slight diversion and look at engines that breathe air. So here is a simple engine with which you may be familiar, an engine that breathes air. This is a single-cylinder, 4-stroke internal combustion engine, much like the engine you may see in a lawnmower or in a similar machine. In this type of engine, we have a piston that travels up and down inside a cylinder. The piston is connected to a crankshaft via a not very imaginatively named connecting rod. There are 2 valves at the top of the cylinder, one that lets the air and fuel mixture into the cylinder, and one that lets the combustion products out of the cylinder. So let's pick up the process at stroke number 1. The first stroke, air-fuel mixture is drawn into the cylinder, piston travels up and down, intake valve is open. Second stroke, both valves closed, piston compresses the mixture, raising its pressure and temperature. Third stroke, a spark plug fires, igniting the mixture. The gases then push the piston down, the power stroke. Final stroke, exhaust valve open, piston travels up again, the charge is exhausted. And then the process repeats itself. So let's go through that once again. Intake, inlet valve is open, charge drawn in. Compression, both valves closed. Ignition, power, the piston is being driven down. Finally, the exhaust stroke, where the exhaust valve is open and the piston pushes the gases out. And off we go again into the next cycle. So for the internal combustion engine, it can transfer translational motion, the up and down motion of the piston, into rotational motion of a shaft. For aerospace applications, we could connect a propeller to the shaft for propulsion. Let's now go and have a look at an actual engine. We do that in the next video in this unit.